Well, hello my baby gorillas, and what have we got today? Oh, Batley and Spen. Batley and Spen by-election, Georgie Porgy taking to town the BBC, and Owen Jones thinking that the Quran in Islam is not homophobic or wants to kill homosexuals, not the point, and anti-Semitic, and wants to kill Jews. So, because it's never, I think the last Jews were kicked out of Yemen just recently. So, not that that's of interest to Owen with his daft facts and not really understanding Islam. I mean, he walked out and stormed off a set in on Sky with Julia Hartley-Brewer about a Muslim killing 50 gay people in America, shooting them all, which I had sympathy for, to be honest with you. I was sympathetic towards Owen on that basis. And he's not understanding that Islam is anti-Semitic and doesn't like gay people. And that's another reason potentially that the Labour Party, Carol Benjamin and the Lotus Eaters have covered it, the Labour Party is hemorrhaging votes from the Muslim community. 90% of British Muslims obviously vote for the Labour Party, hemorrhaging votes for being gay. And there's obviously questions because apparently Keir Starmer has married a Jewish woman, and the fact that Islam's anti-Semitic. So I don't understand. I'm not quite sure if they can't tally it up. If they've not actually, if Owen Jones has never read the Quran and the Hadith, soon not. So he's actually got no understanding of what it is. 10 countries worldwide kill homosexuals at state level, and they're all Islamic under Sharia law, which is based off the Hadith. Owen, come on, get with the programme. You're right off the minarets, pal. If we become an Islamic state, right off the minarets. Your lifestyle, your chosen lifestyle, which I don't care about, being a libertarian, I don't care about. I've got no problem with somebody being gay. Obviously I'm a gay trans woman as well, so the fact is I've got no problem with somebody being gay. And yeah, oh, you better smell the coffee, son. So the female candidate for Labour is a lesbian, which I think 25% of Batley and Spen electorate now are Muslim. And obviously Keir Starmer, leader of the Labour Party, married a Jewish woman, and are bringing up the kids gay, which also doesn't go down well with the Jewish community, with the Muslim community in Batley and Spen, against their beliefs. Owen, you've got to respect the beliefs, Owen. You've got to respect the second caliph threw the person off the minaret, the gay person off the minaret. Hence why ISIS were throwing people off buildings, gay people off buildings in the Islamic State in Syria and Iraq. Come on, Owen, let's get with the programme here, son. Waking up. Jeez, but of course, Owen Jones is obviously carpetbagging for the large Islamic votes in the Labour Party, which is now drifting away. Now, Islam is a conservative, and I'm talking about big C conservative ideology. It's also, not only is it a big C conservative, it's basically in the wrong party. It should be in the Conservative Party. And and obviously the Conservatives aren't really true Conservatives anyway, but the Muslim vote is probably in the wrong party. And if the Muslim vote probably switched to the Conservative vote, they would probably have a bigger influence because they're in government, and B, being a party that was more aligned with their big C conservatism, which is what the Islam as an ideology actually produces. So I mean, really, it's just absolutely incredible. They don't really. I'm surprised that the Muslim vote has not gone to the Conservatives. I'm not sure. Obviously, maybe some are moderate in their Islamic beliefs, and they've got some sort of affinity more with their class than with even with their religious beliefs. But for traditional Islamic beliefs, it's definitely big C conservative. and obviously that epiphany, that ideological epiphany hasn't dropped yet. But as we've seen today, we've seen the Gurkhas out here not being treated fairly by the British government. Julian Assange, why he's still in jail, not being treated fairly by the British government. We're seeing case after case here of, I mean, the Gurkhas have contributed so much to Britain, and they've got such a great support amongst the servicemen and women in the UK, because they're widely recognised, have done a fantastic job over the years. And yeah, I mean, really, it's quite incredible. And Julian Assange still in jail after being found not guilty for what? Why is he still in jail? He should at the very least be out on house release, maybe on a tag. They're holding somebody who should not be held in jail. I thought was illegal. So why are they being held? Why is Julian Assange still being held? For what? Oh, come on, UK, really, honestly. And Boris is meant to be a libertarian liberal, or some sort of fluffy liberal. What Boris is doing, I don't know. I mean, he's becoming increasingly authoritarian. Him and wee Nippy up in Scotland are increasingly becoming authoritarian. They've decided, oh, we're out of Brexit, so instead of becoming more libertarian and more liberal, they've become more authoritarian and overtly authoritarian. I don't know if they're deliberately trying to make Brexit seem worse than it actually is, and not actually being Brexiteers, just being part of the globalist elite. But really, honestly, terrible. And no wonder people are starting to rebel against the Freedom Alliance. I think there's going to have to be a rationality of parties. There are certain parties that are very close ideologically, and they should amalgamate and create a larger entity. The amount of parties that are all obviously agree on a fair amount. I mean, Family Party, UKIP, maybe even All for Unity could all join together. I might join the Liberal Party, because obviously I've told you guys I'm a libertarian liberal, so there's a chance I might do that, or set up my own party. Obviously Tam Laird is in a unique place in the political compass, so he might stay on the place that he is, the libertarian part of the spectrum where he is. That's unique, ideologically unique as well. So there are many things that are going to happen. Maybe we should be having a single transferable vote for the regional list in Scotland. Maybe that's a change that has to happen, so that we get more ideas and fresh thinking into the Parliament, rather than just getting more Conservative and Labour and basically the protectionist political racket that is. That all of the 5 parties are just global shill parties. Really, honestly, it's bad just now. It's really bad, and we've had 16 months of this getting locked down. Now there's things coming out about Fauci, Dr. Fauci, coming out about Fauci that are horrific. That he has got a financial interest in the actual the dissemination of this virus, and that he had some sort of financial interest in the vaccination programme that was basically getting forced upon us. People will get magnets that they can stick the magnets against themselves after taking the vaccine. I'm being told that people are dropping dead because of the vaccine, or because of the COVID, and there's been warnings that this year, because of the vaccine. Now this is a wee bit conspiratorial, but if it does happen, at least we've known that it's going to happen. That conspiratorially that the vaccine's been given, and that we are going to see like a flu epidemic in the winter that will kill a lot of people who have actually taken the vaccine. Now I'm not saying that's true, I just want to say that, but that's certainly been muted for the people who don't want to take a vaccine. And which would be very worrying if that's what actually happened. Don't know what to say to you guys. It's bad, but yeah, just keep plugging away. Don't let the bastards get you down, and stop voting for them. That's it. Dead simple. There's now a plethora of other parties that you can vote for. You might see a difference. If you don't see a difference, one of them, go for another party. So that's what you want to do. You want to actually move your vote and just circulate your vote from one party to another. If that party's not good, then circulate it to somebody else. And bring in new fresh faces. That you don't have to keep voting for the same parties. There's nothing that says that you have to vote for the same people that you've already voted for. Georgie Porgy Galloway, our favourite communist, had destroyed the BBC there, destroyed them, absolutely destroyed them. Spoke to the BBC today, and obviously terrible questioning from the BBC presenter. She wouldn't be asking other parties these sort of questions. And yeah, it was horrendous. And George only gets strengthened by that. I don't know how long it is till the Batley and Spen election comes, but because of the questioning by the BBC, that probably boosted George, and that will probably have a negative effect on the Labour Party because of George again taking the BBC to task. So I'm the only thing that George is scared of. I'm the only person, maybe with the exception of Big Andy, that Georgie Porgy is scared of. He won't come on an interview with me. Keeps saying I'm bad for my show. So I'm the only intellectual that George is sort of is worried about. And that's why he won't come on. He's easier to take easier to take the task to BBC than he is on the Guerrilla TV channel. Oh my goodness, I don't know what's happening here. Swine flu in London. Or could be the fact I've stopped smoking. My baby gorillas, I love you guys.